Welcome to Keys and Conversations, where we unlock the latest in Columbus real estate and share neighborhood stories. I'm Tara Meyer, your local real estate guide. Today, we will talk about some super helpful interior weatherproofing. After last time we met, we talked about exterior. Also, we're going to learn a little bit about a northeast suburb with deep roots, a college town vibe, and a surprising claim to fame. So, like we said last time, Columbus winters can be a little bit sneaky. So, here's some practical ways to keep your home perfect in the lower temperatures. First, make sure you seal around your doors and your windows. Insulate your outlets, something I had no idea to do. Add inexpensive foam gaskets behind the outlet covers on your exterior walls. Check your attic access. Or, if you're like me, have your husband do that. Insulate the attic hatch to prevent heat loss. Reverse your ceiling fans, also do. Set blades to spin clockwise on low to push the warm air down. Genius. Next, you're going to inspect your fireplace. This is something you probably are going to have an outside person come in and do. You really want to make sure that it's working before you start it, or it can kind of get pretty bad. Service your HVAC. Make sure your heater is working for when it gets really cold at night. Change out the filter and make sure everything is looking good. Protect your pipes. Wrap your pipes in unheated spaces to avoid costly bursts. We don't want any unexpected winter costs around Christmas. A few small fixes can keep you cozy, warm, and help your home all winter long. Not sure you noticed, but this is episode 2, and I've already changed the name and kind of the format of the podcast. So I've decided that we are going to continue the deep dives, and I think it's going to be great. I really think like deep diving neighborhoods, finding out our roots, knowing all about Columbus is going to be where we really thrive with this, but giving it a great like real estate vibe. So for episode 2, I decided we are going to talk about Westerville. Why Westerville? Well, first of all, it's the location of my studio. So I'm right here in Westerville, Ohio right now. And a little bit about Westerville. And before it was a bustling uptown with craft coffee shops, Westerville was farmland and forests. So picture the area here in the early 1800s. Dense woods, open meadows, and rivers that fed into Big Walnut Creek. Before European settlers arrived, the Wyandotte people lived here. They hunted here and traveled throughout all of our land. Around 1810, families of German and Dutch heritage began to settle here. They cleared farmland, log cabins, and started what would become a thriving township. The Westervelt family played an especially important role. They donated land for a Methodist church, and the town took on their name, lightly shortened to Westerville. Hot take. I've lived in central Ohio, Columbus, pretty much my entire life, and I 100% always assumed that Westerville was named after the fact that it was west, but I mean, I guess it isn't west, northeast, but I just assumed whenever it was made, it was west of something. So to find out it was actually the name of the people that developed the land and founded the town was mind-blowing. So by the 1850s, the Cleveland, Columbus, and Cincinnati Railroad rumbled through this area, bringing easier trade and more visitors. Imagine hearing the first locomotive whistles echo across quiet farmland. Westerville was now on the map. In 1847, well before the railroad's arrival, a small college opened its doors, Otterbein University, founded by the United Brethren Church. From day one, Otterbein was forward-thinking. It admitted women and people of color at a time when that was almost unheard of. The college quickly became the heartbeat of the community, drawing students, professors, and cultural events that gave Westerville a youthful energy that remains today. If you stroll through campus now, those brick paths and historic halls carry nearly 2 centuries of stories. Like I mentioned at the beginning, in the 1800s, Westerville was a quiet farming town just north of Columbus. Behind its calm appearance, neighbors were risking everything to help enslaved people find freedom. Its location was ideal, close enough for travelers coming up from the Ohio River, but far enough away to offer cover. From here, freedom seekers could move on toward Delaware County, Lake Erie, and eventually into Canada. One family stands out in this story, the Hanbys. Bishop William Hanby, a minister and ardent abolitionist, turned his home on West Main Street into a safe spot on the Underground Railroad. His son, composer Benjamin Hanby, later wrote the song Darling Nellie Gray, inspired by the cruelty of slavery. That house, now the Hanby House Museum, still stands as a reminder of their courage today. You can still visit and stroll the brick streets of Uptown, where hidden cellars and carriage houses whisper stories of bravery. It's a quiet but powerful legacy woven into the fabric of this city. After World War II, Westerville transformed from a rural town into a booming suburb. Annexations spread the city into both Franklin and Delaware counties. Today, you'll find a beautiful mix of old and new. The historic Uptown District, with its brick streets, teaks, and coffee houses, expansive of green spaces like Inniswood Metro Gardens, a 121-acre oasis of flowers and trails, a fabulous trail network that ties directly into the statewide Ohio to Erie Trail, perfect for cycling or a weekend walk. Today, Westerville's strong schools and civic pride make it a magnet for families, professionals, and anyone who wants a friendly community with easy access to Columbus. If you're thinking about calling Westerville home, here's what I'm seeing in the market right now. Historic homes near Uptown charm buyers with their character. Picture it. Front porches, original woodwork, and walkability. Mid-century ranches offer spacious yards and quiet streets. And new construction on the city's northern edge delivers open layouts and energy-efficient design. Prices will vary by neighborhood, but proximity to Otterbein and the trail system often adds value. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking for your forever home, Westerville offers options for every lifestyle. Today, Westerville also provides the city with more civic services than any other Columbus suburb. They have a state-of-the-art community recreation center and countless other city services. The Westerville School District's estimated student enrollment is approximately 14,000, with 3 high schools among more than 20 total schools in the entire district. I bet if you ask the original Westerville City School District students back in 1855 if they thought their one-room schoolhouse on West Home Street will grow into this, they would be in complete disbelief. Now let's get into what kind of makes Westerville a little unique. In the late 1800s, alcohol was widely associated with poverty, crime, and chaos. Reformers believed that banning alcohol could save society. In 1909, the Anti-Saloon League moved its headquarters to Westerville. This launched a national crusade for prohibition from our central Ohio town. Pamphlets were produced by the millions, earning Westerville the nickname the dry capital of the world. The League wielded significant political power, pressuring lawmakers, shaping elections, and convincing the nation that eliminating alcohol was the cure for society's ills. By 1920, the 18th Amendment was law, and America was officially dry. By 1933, the nation said, yo, that's enough. And the 21st Amendment repealed prohibition. Rather than the moral revival reformers promised, prohibition actually seemed to unleash chaos. While alcohol returned across the country, it remained illegal in Westerville until the early 2000s. In 2006, Ghost Pizza served the first beer in Uptown Westerville in over 70 years. Speaking of restaurants, I have decided I want to add something a little bit new since, it's episode 2, so we're new. But I'm going to have a restaurant recommendation of the week. And hopefully it's in the area that we're in, and you can go check it out and enjoy a fabulous meal at one of these local gems. So my restaurant of the week is the Asterisk Supper Club. If you are looking for something truly monumentally important to Westerville, this is it. Check this out on State Street. It's a cozy mix of vintage charm and modern flavor. They have an afternoon tea, think warm scones and delicate pastries, and the short rib grilled cheese and lavender gin fizz are standouts too. They have friendly service and a welcoming vibe that make it perfect for a date night or a casual meetup. So if you're exploring Westerville as a future homeowner coming into the city, this spot gives you a delicious, fantastic taste of the community. It really shows who Westerville is. Westerville's story is one of tradition and transformation. I didn't go into everything today, but I really would like to be able to add on to these cities as we get down the road and be able to focus on certain things and certain aspects of the city. Therefore, you really know what you're getting from these wonderful towns inside of Columbus. So, Westerville's story is full of tradition and transformation. From a railroad stop to a college town, from the dry capital of the world to a lively, fantastic community that I'm sitting in right now. It shows how history shapes the neighborhoods we call home. If you're dreaming of a move to Westerville or just want to explore its uptown charm, reach out. I'd love to help you find a place to call your own. Thanks for joining me on Keys and Conversations. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I know I'm still figuring things out. We're doing this together. But if you enjoyed today's episode, follow or subscribe wherever you listen. Share with a friend who loves discovering the heart behind every home. Thank you.